Democratic Senator from Arizona, Mark Kelly, joins me. Nice to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
You come to this story two ways. One is that, of course, your wife, Gabby Gifford, who was a congresswoman and who I used to have on my show so many times, and as I've told you, is that she'd walk into the studio and she'd light everybody up with a smile, but that's an aside. You have that experience, but you also have the experience, he's your constituent,
right.
The Kirk family.
Yeah, I mean, this was a horrific day from so many different angles. I found out about this about like the rest of the country about 24 hours ago. And initially, my reaction was just kind of like when I found out Gabby was shot, like, maybe he's okay. And then, shortly thereafter, you find out that he has died. Anybody who saw the video realized that it was just a horrific gunshot wound. And I immediately thought back to the day that Gabby was injured and what his wife, Erica, is now going through.
And to think you were lucky. And to think because your wife lived.
Well, she lived.
Yeah, with severe injuries, but she lived. I mean, and that's considered lucky in this country. I mean.
Well, I mean, both these things. Gabby, has a significant disability. Charlie Kirk is dead. His wife is going to have to, live the rest of her life with this. Kids with no dad. I mean, he has parents. He has siblings. I mean, this was a horrendous thing that happened. This kind of political violence happening again. I mean, it wasn't only a couple months ago what happened in Minnesota, and now we have this, this shooting. I think it's a sad situation we are in our country.
I think that in my experience covering these, almost always, if not always, the people who do this is that there was something, they gave clues beforehand. There were red flags, and nobody speaks up. I mean, there's always something, the person was acting weird or saying threats or something. Nobody speaks up to stop these things.
Yeah, that was the case in Gabby's, situation. The guy clearly was dangerously mentally ill. We don't know much. There's a picture, but we don't know much about this shooter, what his motivation was. I'm sure the FBI they're really good at this. They're going to apprehend this guy. We'll find out more in the coming days. But over the last couple of years, this has just gotten worse in our country. And I think, folks in jobs like mine in the United States Senate and the House, on both sides of the aisle, we got to figure out our way to get our country back on a better trajectory. The one we're on now is not working for us, and our democracy is weaker because of it.
Well, there's always a small window after something horrible happens where everybody wants that. And then as soon as time wears on, everyone sort of forgets it. The key is to get it done fast, to somehow correct it or get on the right path fast. Like 9/11, after that, everyone, Republican, Democrat, man, woman, I don't care, everybody was on the same team. And then a year or two later, that was over.
Yeah, it's human nature. I think we tend to go back to our corners. I've already been on the floor talking to some of my Republican colleagues about what now. The other thing is, for them, I didn't know Charlie Kirk personally, and I did not know Erica. He's my constituent. But for some of my Republican colleagues, they knew him well. This was a friend of theirs. They're really disturbed about this. I am too. But they knew him personally, and I really feel for them because, this can happen to any of us. It happened to my wife. It happened at the baseball field. It happened in Minnesota. It happened to the president twice. He was nearly assassinated. So we've got to get to a better place as a country. We've got to figure out how to have political debates without vilifying the other side, without inciting people to violence. All of us need to understand that our words carry a lot of weight. People listen to what we say, and we should be very thoughtful. Often people just get, they go over I think everybody has a line, and some people often march right across it.
I think the media we have an obligation to scrutinize you very carefully, but I think we also have some self-reflection to do where we are, pushing things in a direction that's not always the right. Have at it, scrutinize you up and down if you want to be a politician, but there's a line for the media.
No, that's your job
too. But the media has to be careful as well.
But here's one thing you could do. Is if you're looking from the outside and you're looking at the United States Senate as a body, you think Democrats and Republicans hate each other and can't work together on anything, and they don't talk to each other. I just came from our bipartisan barbecue